How can I spot hidden gluten in naturally gluten-free foods? Imagine biting into a fresh apple or enjoying a piece of grilled chicken, thinking it's completely safe. But sometimes, even foods that are naturally gluten-free can hide gluten in ways you might not expect. That's why knowing how to spot these hidden sources is key to staying safe on a gluten-free diet. First, remember that foods like fresh fruits, vegetables, meats, poultry, fish, dairy, beans, nuts, and certain grains such as rice, corn, quinoa, millet, sorghum, and gluten-free oats are naturally free of gluten. These are your go-to staples. But gluten can sneak in through contamination or added ingredients. Cross-contamination is a big one. When gluten-free grains or foods are processed or harvested near wheat, barley, or rye, gluten can get onto them. For example, oats are naturally gluten-free but often processed in facilities that also handle gluten grains. Choosing products labeled gluten-free means they've been tested to contain less than 20 parts per million of gluten, which is generally safe for most people with gluten sensitivity. Added ingredients are another common source. Many processed foods like soups, sauces, and salad dressings use wheat flour or malt from barley as thickeners or flavor enhancers. Always read labels carefully. Look out for words like wheat, barley, rye, malt, brewer's yeast, or modified food starch. Sometimes gluten hides in less obvious places, like in flavored rice cereals or buwillen cubes. Coatings and seasonings can also contain gluten. For example, dry roasted nuts or frozen French fries might have coatings with wheat flour or gluten-containing seasonings. Even if the main ingredient is naturally gluten-free, the added coatings can introduce gluten. Shared cooking equipment is another factor. When gluten-free foods are cooked in the same oil or on the same surfaces as gluten-containing foods, cross-contact can happen. For instance, French fries cooked in oil used for breaded chicken or onion rings can become contaminated. Always ask about cooking methods when eating out or preparing food at home. Names can be misleading too. Foods like couscous are made from wheat, and spelt is a type of wheat that contains gluten. Buckwheat is naturally gluten-free but can be contaminated unless labeled gluten-free. Be cautious with candies or chocolates, as they are sometimes processed on shared equipment with gluten products. To avoid hidden gluten, always read labels thoroughly. Look for ingredients like wheat, barley, rye, malt, or wheat derivatives. Choose products certified gluten-free whenever possible. When dining out, ask how dishes are prepared and if cross-contact is possible. Use gluten-free alternatives like tamari instead of soy sauce, cornstarch instead of wheat flour for thickening, and gluten-free oats instead of regular oats. Even medications and supplements can contain gluten as fillers. Check labels or ask your pharmacist. Staying vigilant with ingredient lists and understanding where gluten might be hiding helps you keep your diet safe and enjoyable.